Are you ready to open up your hips? I'm going to show you how with an exercise I call TV time 90-90 stretch. Now the 90-90 stretch isn't a new stretch. It's been around for a very long time. There's a lot of videos on YouTube that you can find that teaches you how to do the stretch, and it's going to look something like this. The 90-90 works the hip into an internal hip position and an external hip position. So this side is externally rotated, this side is internally rotated. So with the hips at 90-90, that means that the legs are going to be bent at 90 degrees at the knee. And also we have this 90-degree angle at the hip. Now with the regular 90-90 stretch, there are a couple of variations that you can do where the goal is to try to sit over your hips and you're trying to lean forward so you're getting a bigger stretch around those hip internal rotators and external rotators. And then you would hold it for 20 seconds or however long that's recommended. But for this exercise, it's different. I call it TV time because this is a position that I want you to stay in as you do something around your house, or if you're in your living room, if you're watching TV. Most people tend to sit in the same position, the same chair, and their hips will get tight because there's no variety there. So I say, why not use that time to get your hips into a position they're not used to and to open it up. So this TV time 90-90, I'm going to show you how. So starting with your legs in front of you, you're going to sit on the floor. You can begin with your knees bent at 90 degrees. And from here, all we're going to do is we're going to drop them to one side. So we can start on the right side here. And from this position, okay, like I mentioned, we get the knees bent at 90. We're going to open that back leg up. And from here, depending on your flexibility, now keep in mind, there's some of you who might be watching who you might feel like, I can't even get into the floor into that position. I know that's going to be very uncomfortable for me. What I do with a lot of my clients is to get them into an ideal position, I'll often prop them up. So you can use things at home, such as some pillows. You can roll up some thick blankets and place them under your hips. So that way that elevates you and that gets you in a better position to allow you to drop those knees down to the floor, and where you're not having to round forward because you don't have much flexibility in the hips right now. So I prop myself up, and right away that makes this one a little bit easier for me. Now for me, I would be on the floor with no support, but if I'm working with somebody again who needs a little bit of support, we can put them up on a pillow or something that elevates them off the ground. So same thing, we're going to let the legs drop to the side, knees are bent at 90, and we're just going to sit here. Okay, so if you have something good to watch on Netflix, you can put that on, and then you're just sitting here in this position. It's not so much a conscious effort of trying to drive the knees down, trying to sit up as tall as you can. Yes, we want to do that in the beginning, but over time, you do want to just sit comfortably in the position and breathe, right? You want to make sure that you're getting your body to relax. Over time, what you're going to find is if you're really tight, maybe your knees are kind of up in the air right here, as you're breathing, as you're relaxing, then your legs over time will start to relax to the ground. Okay, you can practice this exercise for as long as you comfortably can. Okay, so maybe 1 minute in this position is really tough. You just do a minute. Okay, next time you come back to it, try to do 2 minutes. Try to work up to 5 minutes. And then over time, you should be able to sit pretty comfortably. And then you get to a point where maybe you can start to take away some of that support and you can go lower to the ground. What I want to point out is one side is usually easier than the other. So that side was easy for me. I know if I go into this position where my legs go left, my left hip is in external rotation, my right leg is in internal rotation. And as I sit here, it's a little bit tighter, I can tell, on this side, but I've been practicing, so it has been improving. So what I would do at home is I would just sit in this position. I would try to sit over my hips, lifting that chest up, head back. I would make sure that I'm practicing my breath work. Okay, so this is what I want you to practice some awareness. Notice on what side do you feel more tight. Maybe you spend a little bit more time on the tighter side, on the more challenging side, and then I'd still want you to work the opposite side as well. And this is how you do the TV time 90-90. Enjoy.